Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to find products to sell on Amazon in 2021. This has been a trending topic on my channel over the past week because I am really excited for what 2021 holds. And just yesterday I was telling you the mentality change that needs to happen. But today I wanted to show you how to go find the exact things we were talking about in yesterday's video. If you haven't seen it, it'll be linked down below. You can watch it after this one. That sounds like something you're interested in watching. Be sure to stick around to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we're here in my computer. I'm gonna be using Opportunity Finder. This is a beast of a product research method. One of my personal favorites, probably my go-to. I know Helium 10 does have something similar, but just the amount of results I get back from this, I am a fan of not having a 200 limit. So anyone from Helium 10 watching, something to consider. So we're gonna come over here to arts, crafts, and sewing. We're gonna do just a few categories that historically I have liked and maybe some new ones too. So like normally I wouldn't do sports and outdoors, but maybe we'll select it. And I'm pretty much cool with this. We'll go with this very basic setup with the categories. I try not to do too many at once. I'll pick off 4 or 5, 2 or 3 even. One. Sometimes I'll just do one. Now, filters, specifically the kind of products we're going over, I think it would be smart to discuss with you briefly if you haven't seen yesterday's video. We were talking about finding these really small wins, right? So products you can sell 3, 5, 6, 7 units a day of, and not these things that we're going after, 10,000 in sales per month with every single product. So we're saying, if we could make $3,000 to $5,000 in sales per month with a product and have that end up being $1,000, $2,000 a month in profit, on the low end, a year from now, it might grow to be a $10,000 product, but just initially something in that range, that'll be reflected in the filters here. So check out how that works, right? You don't need to do something like this because we're changing our strategy here. So remember, you have to change the way you're looking if you're going to change your strategy. So say I wanted to start at 4 sales a day. I mean, that's only going to be, 120 monthly units sold. And then maxing out, selling something you can keep in stock. So this is for all of you people out there with $2,000 to start and not $5,000 or $10,000 to start. Go with something that maybe only sells between 4 to 10 units a day. And that could be your average right here, right? So just that quick change in ideology that you don't have to go for 10K a month products. Now, average monthly price, again, this could be lower if you have a lower budget. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this actually a little higher. I'm going to go in like the $25 and above. I know it's 23, but that'll capture the $24.99 ones and everything. And maybe I'll go up to about $70 or so. So it's like $24.99 to like $69.99. I'm cool with looking at stuff in that range. And then monthly search volume. Again, we don't need a ton of search volume, right? Well, we're gonna really cut this back. We're gonna just say, what's a product that people are looking for between, we could even go 500 searches per month and 5,000. Anywhere from 17, 18 searches a day, all the way up to almost 200 searches a day, right? So competition, this one's kind of common sense. We're just going to pull that back to around medium. I say medium because that will have low competition things grouped in there along with medium. If you just do low, you might not see the one that is medium, even though they don't really know. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit search. We're going to look through here. I just got off of a call with my students in Savage University. It's officially been 17 days since I released my massive university with over 160 videos. But anyway, yeah, we just did a live call and we're doing a share screen with everyone who got in there, and that was a ton of fun. So there is a link down below if you haven't heard of that yet. I know I haven't really said anything about it since it came out, but yeah, we're having some fun in there and having a blast. Any of you watching that are in there, thanks so much for showing up to the call. I had a really good time answering all your questions. So we're going to come through here, and this is actually, this product I get so many questions about right here. Lockpick kit. Lockpick kit is not, don't sell that. It's restricted, okay? So many people have asked me about that one because it pops up as a good product idea, and when you look at it, it does look great. We're going to keep looking, okay? So we're going to come through here, and all that I'm looking for, essentially, sometimes I'll sort this in different ways, but right now we'll just take a look through here. Sometimes when you have it sorted by the higher niche scores or niche scores, it's going to be like more trendy, more fad products. That's why sometimes I even like going the reverse way, looking at all the lowest niche scores first. But we'll come through here. As you can see, a lot of this is like October stuff, Thanksgiving stuff, Halloween, those like restricted products. So that's why it could be dangerous to look in this area. Telescoping stool. Why don't we check that out? And we'll keep looking through here. Again, if you guys ever see anything like this, it is a separate category on Amazon that you have to click into. It's like adult products or something. So those are usually not good ideas either. We'll come through here. Lowrider bike parts. It's pretty broad, bike parts, but it might be something we could look into. Might be a specific tool in there that people need. And I'm going to pop back up once I find something that I think is worth looking into. Okay, that was literally like 10 seconds later. I probably didn't even need to edit it out, but skull wall decor. So specifically, like I'm interested in skull wall decor, not like wall art, but wall decor as in like maybe something like that. Because art can be very subjective or intersubjective. There's a whole culture that likes it, but there's stuff like this, right? Like the whiskey skull ice molds, or I mean that has a lot of reviews, but more so I'm thinking about the actual decor items, like things like that. So let's go take a look. I mean, those are of course just going to be like ceramic or something. Those aren't going to be real bone. Let's take a look at how those are doing or how something like that is doing. That's what grabbed my attention because I really like the decor space. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, you'll know like Gothic decor might be a great one to open up to. Because all we need is we just need some social proof or some proof of proof of concept about a very specific, I didn't mean to open that, very specific product in here, right? We only need a couple of sellers selling something for me to go, hey, that's a great, that's a great idea. Only 7 sellers or 15 sellers. They're all making $4,000, $5,000, $7,000 per month. If the 18th guy lists it and he does a better job than the previous 17, it's probably going to look pretty good for you, especially if you have low expectations. You're only trying to make a couple $1,000s a month with that product idea. So by the way, guys, one thing that I love to do is just when I come in here, I'll just sort by reviews, because then all I have to do is I just have to look for a decent revenue and I'll know that it's one of the lower reviews. So like here we go. Here's the first one that has 4,000 and that is perfect, right? That's actually physical. It's not like flat. It's not a print. That's doing great. They're selling 100 of those per month at almost $50, right? They only have 51 reviews. That's great. Okay, we'll come through here. Check out this one, 5,000. What are they doing? Again, one of those skulls. We'll check that out. Keep coming through here. Okay, now we're getting to a little higher reviews, but that's okay because there's a key thing that we could look into. Is the quality of the product listing low? If it is, we could definitely compete with them. High reviews doesn't mean they're a good competitor. There could be someone who never ran an ad, only has 3 pictures, and has 400 reviews because they've been listed for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So something worth looking into, right? Do your research a little bit more than just saying, it's not going to work. So we'll look into those up here. This one specifically, beautiful Gothic skeleton. Skeleton lovers. I don't even know. How do we search for this? What is this called? There's another one there. Maybe like skeleton lovers. That's the only thing I could think of that would not quite what I was thinking. Maybe wall art. That was higher up on there. Okay, there's that one. So we know that they're ranking on this term at the very least. Let's go ahead and let's just see. I mean, there's no point in doing that if we can't find anything else, though. So that's a great example, guys. There's virtually very little other examples of someone doing something like that, and they're reaping the rewards of that. Now, I would want to track if that has to do with just Halloween, or there is this non-seasonal category, which is Gothic wall decor that you could look into. I know Helium 10 and their Project X did like a product like that. And that sells year round, especially good during Halloween, I'd imagine, but it's not just Halloween, right? There are types of people that like to decorate like with this like Gothic or like mostly black style with their home. So that is something that isn't necessarily just tied to a seasonal area, which is why even though I saw this, I didn't immediately think it's only going to sell well in October. So that's actually going to do it for today's video. I didn't want this video to go on too long, but I did want to inspire you enough to pick up where I left off. Right? The big thing I wanted to show you was how my methodology changes when I'm doing filters, because almost all my product research starts with a filter set. You can go take something similar to this. Don't do it exactly, or else you just see exactly what I'm seeing, but change it up a little bit and start looking for the kinds of products hopefully I encourage you to look for today, right? Skull Wall Decor had 1,500 search volume. We found someone who was doing, $4,000 a month in revenue, and we could hardly find a competitor of his. So all it would take is, sourcing a similar product that's slightly different, maybe improve something about it, or do, a 2-pack if that makes sense there. And then you guys know the rest, right? If you've stuck around for any period of time, you'll know where to go from there. And if you haven't, please subscribe down below so that you can keep watching my videos. I put out tons of free content here on YouTube, but we're going to wrap it up here today on that note. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like if you enjoyed the video and dislike if you didn't. But other than that, guys, I'll see you here on the channel Monday for another video. Thanks so much. Later.